Hey everyone, it's me Maddox, out here doing another demo review. Saw this one on Reddit, on the R Agent Academy subreddit for those of you interested that are trying to get better. I do frequent that, try to post some comments every once in a while. But I did see this VoD request, right? This VoD review request. And so I figured, hey, why not just, record the gameplay of me giving some criticism and then re-uploading it, and hopefully, everyone learns, whatever, gets my brand out there. Anyways, for this guy, I forgot your name, whatever it was on Reddit, be sure to take some notes. I'm going to be saying a lot of things, and at the end I'll try to summarize as best as possible. But if you do have any questions, be sure to write them down, as well as, afterwards, once you've watched all of this, feel free to message me on Reddit, Twitter, Twitch, whatever, and just ask those questions, and I'll gladly try to help you to the best of my abilities. So anyways, you're D3. Just to give a little background on myself, I am Radiant. I've hit Radiant on 2 different accounts, so I do have kind of an understanding of the game, how it's played, as well as coming from CSGO. I played at a relatively high level, so insight-wise, where it comes to game sense, understanding the game IQ, right, I try my best in order to be those types of players, not really a brain-dead aimer. Try to be all brain, no aim, to say. But yeah, anyways, let's get started in this. Watching pistol round. So you're going with the classic right now, yeah. Classic frenzy and some util, which I'm totally fine with. Frenzy's really in a good spot right now. A lot of people are using it. And so what happens here is you see a lot of people coming, so let's just kind of rewind this again one more time. Let's just kind of see. So just watch this one more time. I just want to see, like, okay, we get contact. There's one guy there at least. You nade. Right, we see a Cypher Cam, we see a Sova Dart, and right here, right, like it's already been 12 seconds into this since the start of the round, and the round started maybe like 1 or 2 seconds in. That's 10 seconds, right, of where you can throw your nade and you can reposition yourself into a better spot. Your position has already been compromised, right, because you're jiggling this, right, they saw you go to the left, and you keep throwing utility here, so they know you're close. Now, why do we want to reposition ourselves when our position is compromised? Is because they're going to pre-aim this angle because they know you're somewhere to the right, and the more stuff you throw, the more footsteps you make, right, the more shots you take, it gives them a sound cue to let them kind of know how close you are, right? Now, if you're pretty confident in your aim, you could take these aim battles, sure, right? If it's a one-on-one, right, one-on-two maybe, but if it's 3 guys, we know Sova Dart, we know there's a Cypher Camera, so we know there's at least 2 guys here. I would definitely try to reposition myself into a better spot, maybe falling off. Instead of playing close short, go with your jet push showers, because you do know they're putting a lot of pressure here, right? When the team is putting a lot of pressure, the opposite team, right, is putting a lot of pressure on one side of the map, there's a good chance that you can get somewhere else on the other side of the map. And as we see, your Reyna on the minute has pushed through, right? So if you really want to, it looks like they want to hit A, obviously, but like fight showers instead with your teammate. But let's just see how this plays out.
Flashing.
Teammate flashes, you shoot the flash, right? All good. But again, there's one pick, nice. Always trying to reposition is always better, but it looks like you guys are just shitting on them because you got a good flank. You got that kill. Omen got a kill.
One enemy remaining. Reloading.
So right here, like, I don't know why you're running with your nade out, right? Like, we know he's in showers, sure. Like, he was like somewhere right here. But like, you don't want to be caught with your hands down. It's also like you're giving him a chance to kill your teammate and then kill you. Whereas if you just have your gun out because your teammate, you can trade him right away. As well as if you have your gun out, you have a possibility of just killing him before your teammate does it and increase your frags. So like running with your net out here, it's a really big no-no.
God, I hate my life. Dude.
Right corner.
Last player standing.
So that was like really scary, right? We see the flash come in, got to be able to react to those types of things, turn away from it. But yeah, that kind of got real scary there. So let's forward to the next round. Let's see what you buy. You're going with the Spectre armor, full utility. Again, this is a good standard buy. So this is the second time I've seen you do this. It's fine because they're on an eco round. You're playing medium range, which is your best bet, and you're trying to throw your nades. All perfect. Like, this is like stuff you see at Radiant a lot. Only thing is, I'd be worried about getting timing here, right? Your jet can only see so much. Look at the angle she sees. Like, she should be able to get contact first, but if they wide swing on her and she misses because she has such a narrow gap because the wall's covering this, right? You could get swung on and killed.
God, dude, I always do that with this gun.
They're on a safe.
Also, one thing I see a lot of Radiants do, I don't main Raze, so obviously I'm not perfect with her, but I see them boombot first to open the door, to listen and see if you hear people with the boombot, and then once you know the boombot goes off that there are people there, you use your nade, right? That's usually what I see a lot of people doing, just in case you don't want to waste your nades. Obviously, you probably got the call. I wasn't really paying attention to the call, but they're a hookah. You got one, you know, and the guy trades you out. Again, so one thing here that I noticed is, like, let's just go back 5 seconds, however long this goes. Look at your crosshair placement here, right? Head level is going to be like right above here, right? Kind of under the line is usually how I keep track of it in my head. Like it's going to be like around this area, so you have to raise it up a little bit. If you literally instantly like double dink that Reyna, maybe she doesn't get the dink off on you because you throw off her aim, right? And that Sova doesn't trade you out. So again, like boom, crosshair placement really low. You're aiming at the wall instead of putting it maybe on the corner here, right? Because there's no reason to pre-aim like into the wall this far. Maybe if you think there's a guy here and you pre-aim because you hear him or something, yeah. But like we don't know where they're at. Putting your crosshair on the wall here is a very bad habit to have. Boom, and again, look at where the aim's going, really low. Chest level, you were able to get about, I say, 3 shots off. This guy probably doesn't have any armor, so like a dink and a body shot kills him. And that's just the difference. Like, if you instantly kill that guy, so you waste 4 shots on this guy instead of wasting 2 or 1 in a body shot, like 2, you know, minimum, I'd say. Like, and you got like 3 or 4 shots off before. You got 3 shots off. I shouldn't say maybe you got 4, but the 4th one didn't hit. Who knows? But like he got that dink off, right? So that is literally the difference right there in crosshair placements of you getting 1 kill and getting 2 kills. Let's fast forward. We don't care about these guys. Backwards. All right, you guys are bonusing this round, I would imagine. So you're playing close by light armor, by the stinger. Or you guys actually forcing because you guys lost. You guys lost that round. It's quite tragic.
I hear it.
Joke's over. You're dead.
Timmy kills it. Kill. But you're getting pinged by the dart. I noticed this. This happens in Immortal, Mid-Immortal, even, right? Like Immortal 1, Immortal 2, and then below. Definitely happens below. People don't shoot the darts, right? They don't shoot the utility, which, like, they're like, oh, I don't want to give up my position by shooting it. But it helps everyone else when you shoot the utility. You know, Sova Drone, Raze Boombot, Sova Dart, Cypher Camera, right, etc. Like, those are things you have to, like, get in the habit of shooting. Unless someone else is saying, hey, I'm going to shoot it for you, right? Like, call them, like, hey, can you shoot Sova Dart for me when it comes? Because, again, you're playing pocket. A really bad spot to be at because you can't reposition yourself that easily, right? Unless you're Omen Smokes or someone else helps you out here, right? If you were a Jet, it becomes a little bit easier because you can smoke it off yourself. You can dash away, right? But, again, with Raze here, like, being stuck in pocket, like, it gets really hard. You get the first pick, right? But because you got pinged out by the Sova Dart, they're able to easily trade you out through the smoke.
I got scanned, so they just spammed me through smoke.
Okay, so you're playing a different position this time, which is good. You always want to be mixing it up. You don't want to play the same positions over and over again because obviously you get readable, and then you become a very easy pick, and you can make it 4v5 for a lot of your team. So reposition yourself right here with the rifle. I'm really fine with. So whenever you play up here, like if you're gonna hide, you have to comment to your teams, right? Like I'm just saying, I'm not sure if you do this. Like I don't know if you do, but this is just recommendation to you. If you do this, like tell your teammates, hey, I'm hiding. Can you guys shoot recon darts? Can you guys like peek for me? Blah blah blah. But you are jiggling it,
On me.
This is a pretty good off angle, honestly. So unless it's like a drone or something, I would probably just hold the angle because you usually do get like 1 pick here before But if you play here, like let's say you play here twice or once before and you get a kill, I would jiggle it, right? Because they don't expect you. They could expect you to be there, so you kind of gotta bait and don't want to get pre-fired. So again, that's just my mental my mental thought process on it.
One enemy remaining.
Lurking, bitch.
Boom, and it looks like this round's gonna be over pretty quickly, hopefully.
Where is this?
TPD. I did nothing free.
Okay. So it looks like you're. I hear that right. So I'm imagining you're trying to think, what do I want to do this round? I would go back on the truck. Like no one's spotted you there yet, right? You could probably play it. Playing
Take
U-Haul is
a
always
shower.
solid, but they know Omen plays here, right? So they should expect someone here. Maybe not you, but at least the Omen.
I need to do that setup on this one.
Jiggling. I'm totally fine with the jiggling. Okay, they're hitting up A. Oh, that's a good build by
Silva
the
is
Cypher.
showers.
Okay, so right there, you know, good boombot, right? Good nade. Your boombot went off. You went out. You think you knew where the boombot went off. You ultied. I'm fine with. The Cypher just did a really good bait. That was really well played by the Cypher. And then the Phoenix just peeks out. You don't know if Phoenix is there. Like you don't know where anyone's at, right? So you swinging out like this, a little scary, right? But it's nothing like out of the ordinary. You have to expect someone could be still in the cubby, right? In cubby, maybe behind wood box because they're hiding from you. Could be back market, right? So when you are coming out and exposing yourself like this, like it looked like you kind of didn't know where anyone was at, and because of that, you kind of like you didn't know where to put your crosshair. So I would say if you don't know where anyone's at, or you can't like imagine, right, where the possibilities of where they are, just chilling back sometimes and playing a little bit slower than trying to wide swing out here is probably your best bet. Like you ulti, right, come back, play in this corner here until you kind of figure out yourself at your own pace where everyone's at. Obviously, you feed off the information that your teammates give you, like Jet's like, oh, site's clear, right? Site's clear, no one out showers, right? Because your Jet's still alive here. Then you can imagine, okay, they're probably still stuck toward, I cleared pocket, right, when I ultied. So like then you can start thinking, okay, they're towards short. I should start, you know, positioning myself and playing around that they're short. They can't, like, I should not expect anyone to be here if my teammate clears it, right? So that's just kind of how you play off of other people's information, as well as, you know, playing at your own pace when you're kind of not sure where they're at.
Phoenix.
So let's just skip through. So we're going to the next round here. You guys won that round, I think.
I need to blow something up.
I think they're gonna go hookah fast. If I were to guess. Nothing outside shower.
Got shower control.
Yep.
Okay, so what you're doing here is I'm assuming you're going to, you know, nade, short, hookah, and boombot again, right? So I think this is good. What I would do is I would do my boombot, I would do my nade, however order you want, up to you. I just told you before what I preferred, and then I would rotate off right away, right? You guys have a lot of control. Your Jet's peeking down short, your Omen has showers, right? And then you're throwing this shit, and if you just rotate back, should be good.
Three long.
Bomb by
Yeah, they're
that.
all here. I think. At least three are here. Yeah, I got a couple. I'm backing up off of Elbow a little bit.
So in this situation, right, like if we look right where our teammates positioning at, and I've seen this happen so many times in lower levels, it's, hey, oh, my Reyna's in hookah, and then like, oh, my Silva's like over here. Like if my Reyna's in hookah, I could probably just run out. Like I've seen this so many times before in lower levels that like you don't want to do that. Your Silva's elbow, right, your Reyna's in hookah, this is the perfect retake setup, right? As long as she maintains this hookah control, right, and you guys don't really give up elbow that hard, you guys can easily retake the site, even if they plant. Like sometimes giving up the plant is fine if you guys are in a position to retake, right? If you guys aren't in a really good position, let's say they have hookah, they have long, they have elbow control, and like you guys are going to be funneled out through CT anyways, and you need to make a play, make the play. But if you don't need to make a play, because we have Reyna and hookah, right, we still have kind of elbow control. Like we don't need to force anything here. Let's just wait for them to fuck up when we decide to retake.
They're gonna be on site.
Scream when they're out. Scream when they're out.
So again, Reyna dies. See, like this is like the worst thing in the world, right? Like I don't like this because like we don't know where they're at. They could be anywhere on site. They kind of have, like I said, kind of have elbow control. We kind of have it. Reyna just died. Like you could have easily ran into like 3 or 4 guys that come up long on site, but you know they're omen through like a really shit
You got
smoke.
your gun?
So they know you're here. That was a good shot. That Ranger's got a really good trade. So again, like, do I run out there? I probably wouldn't run out unless I was certain I was gonna go kill people. Like it's a really hard situation to judge there. But your Reyna shouldn't have died. If your Reyna doesn't die there, you just chill. I'm not like a totally like Urena dies and you run out. Like I'm not totally opposed to that because like you guys aren't going to be in a really good position to retake.
He's better than me.
But
Enemy remaining.
hit or miss. Let's see if it's a hit.
How do you get gun? And who?
Arena died.
Let's make
I'm
them
gonna play
dance.
Yuho with the judge.
Solid attitude.
Yeah, so that last round, like, it definitely could have been like you could have made the winning play, or it could have been a losing play. It just depends on how many kills you get. It looks like they're
Women's
coming
one
heavy A, one showers. You're like always take quick glances at the minimap so you kind of know what's open. And it looks like your Jet's running towards heaven,
30.
so you got to be careful of the flank if they push back side.
Showers.
Kill, you know, Cypher's there. Rand's back site now, so we don't have to really worry about that.
One in Yuho.
U-Haul.
I can understand trying to get the gun, right? I would totally understand trying to get that better gun, but in this situation, right? In this certain situation, I probably would have kept the judge until my team was ready to retake or they got the bomb down, right? Because we know there's a Cypher close, right? He put that trip. We saw him put that trip. I would have waited to see if they probably push you because they would probably be scared. Maintaining that U-Haul control on the retake is just so strong because as long as they're not in U-Haul, they don't have any corners or walls to really hide behind. They have to fall off the site, right? Unless they're like bench or like hiding triple, right? Those are like the only other two spots they can be at on site. Everything else, like if they're not U-Haul, they don't have U-Haul control. They have to either, back pocket, right? Or I guess pocket too, but like they have to be pushed back, right? In the cubby, into behind double stack short, back all the way near market and their spawn side, back showers, right? It really limits where they could be at. If they have U-Haul control though, it's a lot easier for them to play pocket. They can play in this cubby right here, near U-Haul. They can play in U-Haul. They can play in the corner in U-Haul. They can play off angle U-Haul. They can play close, right? A lot of more angles you have to clear when you don't have U-Haul control. So you just maintaining U-Haul control and not dying here is pretty integral. And like, could you play the differently? Maybe if you had the shotgun, right, and the guy flash, maybe you kill him with the shotgun instead of the phantom, right? Which is why I'm trying to say this. Like, that's why I would just, hey, keep the shotgun. Like, you never know what can happen in that close range. That's where that gun excels the best. So again, just my 2 cents on how maybe you could have played that a little bit differently. Not saying it would have changed the outcome, but it might have, right?
TP.
Okay, so let's fast forward to when you're live again. Question a drop. One spot I haven't seen anyone play yet is over here in the double stack, double boost spot by showers. I think that would be a really good spot to catch someone off. If you tell one of your teammates, hey, when that Sova shoots that dart, can you shoot it for me? I'll play up here, and then just play off me because I got the showers run out. I got the default plant. I could spot the U-Haul run in. So just some food for thought there on maybe if you want to learn how to play a different, or if you want to include that spot into how you position yourself.
They're probably gonna do the same thing they did last time in Rush B.
Yeah,
I'll
I'm
throw
play here
one
with you.
off the bat though.
You pick up showers, Matt?
I got one in Yuho.
Nice.
The Phoenix
Smoking
is
hookah?
hilarious.
Nowhere to run!
One enemy
My gun's
remaining.
down elbow.
Okay, and last guy should be there because he ulted. This is a pretty clean, simple round. Good hold by your guys on B.
So good.
Boom bought out showers
Oh,
with
man.
the orb or something. I'll just...
Let's go.
124.
Following.
124.
Need to reload.
I would not have thrown your boom bot here. And the reason why I would not have thrown that is because they have no clue where you're at. You have not been spotted by any of them, by any of their intel gathering, abilities. So like, you just throwing this boom bot gives away where you're at. And they should have heard the Omen run, right? And they know he was here. They should have heard him running over here somewhere. And they have an arrow backside, so they know he's not backside. So if they're smart, right? If they're smart on the other team, they've just figured out where both of you guys are at. They should know site is for free, right? What I would have done, like, instead is, hey Omen, they know where you're at. I'm kind of baiting you, right? They might not expect both of us showers, right? That's what I would have calmed, and that's kind of how I would have played this, a little bit more baity. Where hey Omen, maybe you fight to the death, and maybe I make a game-winning play, right? Because they know your showers, and they don't know I'm here, right? Blah blah blah. That's kind of how you should approach this. But now that you've thrown this boom bot, you've thrown the utility. Oh shit, Raze is showers too. Both of them are showers. We have probably sight for free because Sova plays A or B. So again, just thinking about what kind of information you're giving to the other team, very important. So looks like they opt to go and hit the B site because the 2 guys are A. Okay, 2 guys A. We're going B.
Captain to CT. Watch out.
It's gonna be B. It's
Nope.
gonna be B.
He's 80 in U-Haul.
So yeah, you said, hey, he could have corrupt CT, right? Like this Omen should be smart enough to know, okay, he could have, he could not have, right? We don't know. We didn't have visual on CT, obviously, and he gets cut off. So it was a good call by you, right? Just your Omen just needed a piece of that information
Last
together.
player standing.
Oh.
So we should know all 3 of them are here. Omen TP'd, Cypher just TP'd through the teleporter, and then Sova killed the guy, I believe. This is looking like a save. Wouldn't that be the end of the world? You have full armor. Like, they have a lot of utilities to just get information on you. Like I don't know why you're still going for this. Like it's 3-on-1. Like no one is gonna blame you for like losing this round, right?
Satchel out.
Oh,
Like they could literally be in anywhere. They had so much time,
guy
right?
got
They had
out
so much
fast.
free space, and they have so much utility. Like that was gonna be a hard round to win that clutch, right?
Lena died again.
If you had better timing somehow, like if you knew kind of better where they were at, it was what like could have been winnable. But like we didn't have
Jack,
like
can you play,
the markers. So we didn't have the
showers
mental
down and let
checklist
me and Raze
checked off
take
to
a
what
short?
we needed to win that round.
Satchel out.
So you've played here once, they didn't see you, but your Jets have played up here. So if anyone ever plays a spot that you've played before, you always have to assume if they've gotten a kill here, that they're going to kind of check this, right? So jiggling here is obviously your best friend. I mentioned this earlier. So like while you didn't get a kill here, your Jet probably did, I think. And so it's better to just do that.
Go get him.
Again, you throw that boom bot. If anyone's like looking right here in the cubby somehow, right? They see that get thrown down. Oh, the raise is boosted. Like you shouldn't be here after you throw that. Anytime you give away your position, right? It's always in your best interest to reposition yourself.
I'm bashing.
Obviously, these guys didn't see the boom bot, so easy for you. It's better to, if you're trying to stop like the default guy, like ever, like it's always better to bank it off that wall. It's hard to get a good nade off the triple unless you're like coming maybe from CT and you have to like force it. But like if I were you, I would nade default back here, and then like you could, it would be a lot better to just swing this way, or maybe save your nade and then nade U-haul, right, to force them back so you can push in. So it's getting caught up in the game.
Default smoke. Key damage. Are you kidding me?
Just hit them forehead.
They're broke so far. I got you. Just watch yours.
So they're broke this round.
Yeah, there's some long.
So you playing your range here, I'm totally a big fan of this. This is great, right? Play your range, right? You have the distance advantage. No need to play close this round.
Alright, showers are smoked.
Always got to be careful of someone creeping out of showers, right? You are technically the showers guy. Got to be careful for that.
Someone's on site.
One was still.
On B side. With a gun.
He's fucking on site.
Guys on site. Oh, it kills me. Oh, he's on site for
Spike
sure.
planted.
Bomb buddy out.
I would nade. Okay, so what I would do here, your boombot's clearing in tube, right? In tube near default. You bank your nade off of the tube right here to clear this right pocket. You satchel out. Get ready to clear. Like you're satcheling out to get behind this box to clear the guy left, right? That's kind of how I would, clear off like what needs to be cleared, because you can't, like, obviously you can't 180 and clear everything at the same time. So like you're using utility here. Use your utility to clear off these different angles. Force them not to peek you. Right. We throw this boom bot so they don't peek us. We shoot the fucking nade off here in case like this guy didn't shoot the boom bot because he knows it's not gonna hit him. And then we satchel out. Or the reason why we satchel out is because if the guy's hookah, right, for some reason we don't have a smoke there, and this guy could be in this cubby here, right? That's why we satchel across. If we have a smoke hookah, I would just wide swing, right? I would be careful of the peek into on this side, right, and then wide swing onto the guy there. But like I said, that's kind of how I would use my utility.
Or just back up and ult them.
Satchel out. Blocking sight.
Cypher long.
Enemy remaining.
Okay, not bad.
Dude,
Sorry,
Sova,
right?
your
It
ping
was
was
kind of scary there, right? It was kind of scary,
was a
but it wasn't bad.
Half.
I thought I was gonna die.
He was able
never
to win
seen
that
that
round,
before.
thankfully.
I don't know, if you want to stay, I'll go B.
Thanks.
Let's see.
Hold the like angle for the hook.
I didn't see if you saw anyone there.
I hear it.
I don't know why you why would you boom bot here and not boom bot at least pointing like you had all this, right? You hear him A, that's fine. Like why not boom bot over there off this wall on the mini map to the entrance, right? I see no real point in throwing this one.
Joke's over. You're dead.
I killed his all immediately, I think. I think I literally just destroyed it.
One shower.
Smoking short.
Like again, like you shoot the flash, they know you're there. I would have naded, right? Shoot the flash. He's not peeking me. Like if he's not peeking with that flash, right? Like okay, if he's not gonna peek me right away, I'm gonna nade. And either you have one of two options. One is you push him with that nade and try to kill him, or two, you while that nade's going off, right? Obviously, make sure he doesn't like try to like push through the nade, but also we got to be careful of the short guys and try to get back into a different spot, like behind triple or back corner, right? Those are like the two options, the two real options you have of doing something better than what you just did. Of shooting the flash and just sitting there, like, maybe he hard clears me, maybe he doesn't. Who knows? We'll leave it up to fate, I guess. But yeah, that was definitely not the play. So it looks like you guys lose this one. Let's go to the next half.
Who's that guy doing? Who's that guy doing?
Weak, 66.
Push him, push him, push him. Got him, got him, got him.
Good, another one.
Dead.
He's
I'm
he's
sticking
picking
to
up
that, don't you worry.
One enemy
First
remaining.
one was 7.
He's having, he could easily go CT. So right here, like you're like, oh shit, he can literally be anywhere. It's literally fucking Schrodinger's fucking Phoenix. Okay, we don't know where he's at until he is spotted. So there's a couple ways. There's like a couple ways you can play this, right? One is you just literally run across to try to get into U-Haul, knife out, bunny hop across, right? Or you push this guy CT, or you position yourself in this corner right here and just hold CT from that angle, right? That way you're not exposed to the heaven, and you know, you're like that way you're just not exposed to the heaven guy. Like if he decides to go heaven.
You can saturate yourself out of there.
Boom, like there you go.
Actually, could be on
Right,
now.
perfect. We picked one of the three options that we needed to pick, and it worked out. So all you have to do, you're just chilling here, just jiggling. I'm totally fine with. He is close to U-Haul, flashing the U-Haul. Nice. I would have told my yo Sova, yo, he's good. You only want to call me, but it works out.
Wait.
Don't work by you, bro. It's not worth it.
Yeah, someone needs to keep an eye behind though.
Not you all.
Give me a shower.
So I was guarding from
Could
CT.
be you all. Could be you all. Could be you.
Yeah, U-Haul's not clear.
One down.
I think one heaven. One front.
What?
Bro, like you look like you. It's like you're doing fucking circles right now. Like you're like so worried about everything. You're trying to like clear it with your crosshair. Like bro, just like You see your jet pushing CT, go push with him, right? You think there's a guy at heaven, go get that fucking control, right? If you're scared about every single angle, fall back and just hold an angle, right? Like,
I've been short.
but you sitting here in no man's land looking and doing 360s is helping fucking no one.
One enemy remaining.
You had a bucket.
Nice.
Could go B this round, maybe. I can just double satchel in or some shit. Just get close with the shit.
You throw the boom bot, right? Yeah, okay, good. You know it. Thank God.
My
I was
ping
about to
is
say.
insane.
Go get it.
I was about to say, sir. Why you peeking like that? If the guy's at this off angle here, right? He literally can headshot you through the wall or like see the edge of your head. Like, there's no reason for you to clear left when your boom bot's gonna clear it for you. So when you do this again next time, right? Boom bot's clearing left. As long as they don't shoot the boom bot, right? If this guy doesn't shoot the boom bot because maybe he's baiting, like shooting it for the guy over here, as long as it gets cleared by your bot, there's no reason for you to clear that, right? The only time I would ever clear this, right, after my boom bot goes and I cleared right side, is looking for a Cypher camera, because the Cypher camera could be there. As a Cypher main, I love when Razors do this, because once their boom bot clears it, they never check left side again. So that is my word of advice for you, okay, sir? All right, you fucked up your satchel because it didn't burst or didn't send you flying because you fucking put it on the other side of the wall. It has to be on top of it. Fucking Mocha S, bro.
What?
Slow. That's dude.
Hold on, we gotta rewind this a little bit. Bro, you're killing me.
Help.
Why are you clearing this when your boom bot's gonna clear it for you?
Satchel out.
Dude.
Sniper backside on B.
Good kill. Alright, we got the 5v4 advantage. You gotta be alright, so now like you gotta be thinking to yourself, alright, Cypher was sight, killed the Omen, or who the fuck did we kill? We killed someone, Reno, or whatever, right? Could like that guy looked like he was rotating in, so you should still maybe assume that, hey, maybe someone pushed through B long, right? For some reason, like you're not even like, as soon as you get that pick, like I'd be like, alright, I got my pick, I did my job. They should be scared of B a little bit. Let me fall back to see if anyone pushed through B long and is trying to get the flank on me. That guy.
Cypher lit
And then
98.
he runs with the spray. That's unlucky. Hit him 98. But
Silver.
like that again, this situation might not happen if you just fall back because your teammates are hitting A. Right? They should know. Oh, the Rays got the pick B. Oh, they're hitting A. They're throwing a whole bunch of util A. I think they're hitting A guys. I think the Rays is lurking. Right? As soon as you get that pick, either you fall back or you cut noise and like don't even be spotted. Because if you're gonna lurk, right, it's fine to lurk here. If you don't want to guess and try to see or clear right your flank, that's totally fine. Right? I'm totally not opposed to that. But what you're doing, like you're just jumping around, like it's just giving them an easy chance to even up the numbers. Right? Giving it like you literally got the lead for your team by making a 5v4. Now either you fall back, right? Make sure no one pushed through B long for some reason, or two, you kind of cut noise, you hide in the corner, and you wait to see if you can catch this Cypher rotating off. But you jumping around trying to shoot, get all these kills, like trying to do too much when you really don't need to because your teammates are executing onto A. Now if your teammates aren't doing anything right, like I'm totally fine. Hey, jump around, make noise, right? Try to bait rotations back to B, right? If they're not doing anything on the other side, all means keep doing what you're doing. But because your team is hitting A, right? Those are like the two real options you have there.
Silver drone.
Obviously you have more, but those are probably the two highest,
I'm literally
net of winning the round for your team.
Yeah, he's
You're
behind.
dead.
Short.
What are we doing? We don't need to watch this. Skip to the next round. You guys lose that round. Unlucky.
Raze is gonna double satchel. Jet's gonna dash out on the site. I'm gonna double blind out on the site with stingers.
Do I have to go long
go
too,
make
or
something happen.
can I go?
You gotta walk up.
For
Don't
you,
walk wide
there.
though. Don't go
Do I
wide.
have to go long too?
Yeah, we're all going long. Us. Walk.
Relax, tard. All right, like they're not gonna hear you from that far.
Alright, get ready to burst.
God, people just spazzing out. Good kill. We know where the other guy's at. There's okay, like I would have double satchel there because you saw the Reyna close and she's literally not getting away from you. Like that Phoenix fucked up by not flashing. You kill that Phoenix, you should automatically just be chasing that Reyna down. Double satchel just gives him a chance to get the kill on you and dismiss away. Thankfully, he does not dismiss because he's slow. But I don't think you guys win this round. Oh, you guys do win the round. Nuts.
Pink flying in the air.
Oh yeah, you should not have double satchel there. Literally, you saw both of them kill the Phoenix, kill the other guy as close, and you're good to go. Then honestly, I would use my satchels to clear like fucking
Softened him up
classic
for you,
cipher
my
spots.
friend.
Okay, clearing showers again. Like the hold on.
Deal. I'm gonna TP heaven on A to bait for you guys, and then I'm gonna whip all my shots so you guys push from the front and kill them. Okay?
Bomb buddy out.
You dump my util.
Okay, I want you to. Actually, no. Okay, they shouldn't be able to. Off of timing, I don't think they could. Actually, they could. All right, so it's good to clear this. If you're so worried about that, maybe throw your boombot to clear that instead of deep. I don't know. But I'm fine with you clearing that.
One was heaven.
I thought maybe you won
One
someone
was
like you
heaven.
wiped one before you did this, but it's fine. What you did there is perfectly okay with me. Let's see. Anything's going on? Nothing's happening. Just want to put this in there, but your crosshair placement hurts me sometimes.
Go boom bot, you can drop it.
Either it's too high, where it's so far above their heads, or it's too low.
I'm smoking CT
Hold here and
on B.
I just want you to know
Phoenix
that,
is
alright?
one shot. I dinked him.
Alright,
He's
Matt.
sitting in the back. If you give him
Between me, you, and everyone else I've used this, I just want you to know.
Elbow. Fuck.
30 seconds left.
Yo, easiest spray.
Hey,
of your
waiting for the
fucking
shocker. I
life.
take these
Holy.
shockers every time.
Okay, good TP across, right? Now you just gotta play.
Blocking sight.
Holding CT.
Please help me.
CT.
Reyna's still elbow. Elbow CT.
10
He could
seconds
be in the
left.
smoke.
Yeah. It's 4v2, right? Even though you guys are up man advantage, like it's very easy to throw these rounds by giving them free picks like this, right? If there's someone near you, I'd be like, hey, I'm holding this, just get ready to swing off my contact, is what I would say. But you're by yourself. No one's really in a good position to trade you. Jet's in this corner, she can't wide swing on this guy, right? She's not close enough, and it's like really a bad fight for her. Omen's planning, he can't swing right away, and then the stuff is posted long. Like I would be jiggling this, right? Jiggle this is fine, or like behind the pillar. This half pillar right here or something, or jiggle on the other side, right? But be jiggling to hold CT, right? Or just like holding it, taking a pop shot, and then falling off. I don't know. Those are probably better than just straight up standing still like a turret and just becoming a very easy shot for this guy to headshot.
There's A.
Don't do that again, please.
Can we
Kinda
do A
scary.
here? I'm gonna go
Actually-
showers right away.
Can you give me smokes?
Absolutely, I can. Doing heaven on truck and the site.
Why is nobody swing?
No reason to throw this boom bot here. Like you literally save that boom bot to like clear out like U-Haul. Like we know this guy's close. You just gotta pick. No reason not to have your gun out right here. Like then you just throw an ugly
Reyna and Sova here. still.
boom bot. That's unfortunate. And again, that just comes to kind of like better crosshair placement. Like, let's kind of like look at this one more time. So clear this, boom. Again, like you're not smooth yet with your crosshair, right? This comes with time, or maybe like maybe this you're on a new stance, or maybe you have to change your stance. It's like it could be a billion different things, but you are not at the level yet where like you can easily just put your crosshair like and follow it along a corner, right? Usually for the most part, once you get used to it, like it becomes very easy. You don't have this where you're constantly like shifting it in like bursts, it'll be very smooth, right? It'll go across your screen very smoothly, right? It won't be like you went right? So like again, like let's just show it one more time.
Sova here still.
Boom, boom. Like see it, like it's really choppy like that, and then because your crosshair's on the corner, by the time you react to that guy, you have to kind of over flick a little bit too much than you would normally have to. And it causes that.
Play like everybody's like.
I started spraying them.
Bam. So that's just again word of advice, just so you get more consistent with your aim and make it easier. When you're doing that like thing, it just sometimes you have to over flick. You would have to flick more because if it catches you at a bad timing when you see something like that.
Yeah, we're going fast and hard.
Alright. I'm gonna need you to go into a custom and practice satchel in place.
Octagon.
For the love of God.
Back side, not for us, not fighting for us.
Yo, get CT control? Like, this is like... Okay, so we're gonna need some kind of control here, right? The reason why we need some kind of control, and probably you want to fight for CT, or at least fight the guardian guy, like the octagon guy. You have to fight someone here, because the bomb is in such a shit fucking spot that if they get on the site, they can easily hold the site. Like if they kill you guys on site, obviously the sub is not gonna clutch this, but like you need to be in a spot where they kind of get scared, right? Or at least you have to ease up the pressure. You guys are facing a lot of pressure because they can come from long, they can come from elbow, they can come from CT, right? We just don't know where they're going to come from. We at least know they're coming from long for sure, right? We just don't know when they're going to timing and push in, right? So we need to relieve some of this pressure by killing one of these guys. If you guys get this 3-on-2, if bomb's planted default, right? Like maybe on this side for hookah, you guys can just post up. Like literally just try to hide and force them to clear you because you can kill a lot of time. You can kill a lot of time here too, but because you can get pinched from so many areas and where the bomb's planted, these are just factors that make it look like this is gonna be fucking ugly. So no one long, one hookah, right? Last guy's CT, so last guy is in hookah. I wouldn't throw that. Why do you always shake when you throw your grenades? Like, bro, just like boom, boom, go, throw your grenade. Like you're like, it's like I've seen you do this twice, and I thought maybe it's because, like, I don't know. It like at the time maybe it was like maybe like a glitch in the video right there, but like you did. Let me just rewind it one more time. Oh yeah, shit on that guy. Like it's like where do I want to put this? Right there.
Drop. He didn't drop yet.
He could have dropped off that. And he TP'd out.
Let's try.
So you get the kill, right? You throw the nade. I would have saved the nade. Like there's not like there's like a 1 in a million chance that nade kills that guy, in my opinion, right? Unless he's like super low and it's like in a really bad corner and your nade just hits fucking perfectly. It pops right on top of him. I would have saved that nade. I would have, as soon as you get that kill, CT, you're low. You kind of have to jiggle. You have to jiggle clear corners. Kind of wait for him to do his thing. He threw that flash there because he saw you throw your nade there too. By the way, so like if you don't throw that nade and you kind of just play for sound because you know he either has to TP out or drop out. You don't need to. Like, once he gives away that position, that's just how you play that situation like 10 times better than how you did it.
I feel like I'm not doing much wrong, honestly.
That's false.
We got
Really? I think we need to go
Okay, for the third time, please don't clear it. Please. Oh no, you're not even doing this stuff. Oh baby.
Place one a little
Shoot the fucking dart, man! Someone shoot the fucking dart.
We gotta pick B. Maybe we just go B.
I don't know, maybe that's why we don't go.
Yeah, just wait and see the.
I kind of agree.
Yeah.
Shoot the dart, shoot the drones, shoot the fucking Reyna eye, shoot Cypher cams, just shoot everything.
One's probably B, let's see.
Clear your close left, could be
Okay,
close
that's-
left.
Get the sword, get the sword, get the sword.
Weird.
Play together, whatever you do.
If you Phoenix has all. If you tap on him, right?
Flash, you know.
You all.
Again, like you throw the nade, like so when you throw this nade, right? Like you're throwing this nade to clear this corner, all right? So you're trying to clear this hard left corner at the minimap here, right? This is the point of this nade. So all you have to do is once you get up here along this edge, you clear this little crack that they can see from U-Haul. Like you just gotta be going. Like you're taking way too long. Like you're just like you should be peeking heaven, I'm fine with, and then coming across this way, seeing if anyone's in this crack here, and then clearing your teammates close right corner so they know, right? If you literally do that, right, that's how you would. If you're gonna be duelist, you're gonna be an entry, and as an entry, you need to know your pathings, right? Where's the path? Like, where's your most optimal pathing gonna be at? So for here, like I said, you nade, come along, like clear heaven, right? Peek out, clear heaven. Obviously, you don't want to get shot. And then come out, clear this little fucking crack right here in U-Haul, and then come run over here, which I'm totally fine with, right? Because you know this corner is clear, right? Because we just cleared it. Right, or run here, boom, clear that, clear fucking close right pocket, whatever, and then clear that. Whatever, however you want to do this, right? But however you're doing this right now is taking way too long.
Clear together,
Okay,
whatever you do.
see, clear that corner.
Phoenix?
Why are you looking here? Why are you looking here? This doesn't make any sense. Your nade just cleared
Phoenix
this.
has all. If you tap on him, right?
Like you're taking way too long. You're too scared. Like if you're gonna be like, right now it looks like duelist isn't meant for you. It's really hurting me right now. Because you like you're doing your job, but like at such a unoptimal pace that it's hurting.
Fucking around and with my hand
Let's
out.
hold.
Yeah, let's rush
Like
it.
timing is everything in this game,
Gangbang.
right? Timing is so huge.
Bomb buddy
I'm
out.
gonna be playing close left.
Omen's close right, and so is there's far.
Excellent. You didn't clear the left. I'm so fucking proud of you. Your boombot did it. So I got it there.
Flat.
2 in CC.
Oof, unlucky. Good try.
Yeah, I don't know.
Pulling that round nuts.
Knives I'm whiffing, dude.
Alright, I feel like this game goes to OT.
I'll grab bomb.
No, actually, it might go to 13-11.
Just be playing close left, 100%.
Boom,
Revive,
clear.
revive.
Lost. They're
Clear
gonna
close left. I'm
rotate.
fine with that.
Looking heaven.
Spotted.
Got heaven. Saw his bullets go across the screen. Good kill.
Help!
Pinch, 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 pinch.
Spike carrier's down.
I'm bomb.
Last player standing.
It's unlucky that guy. I think that guy pushed your nade. It's unfortunate.
Help!
No, he didn't. He just pushed after it. Boom, he pushes in now because he hears his raining U-Haul.
I'm bomb.
That guy. Yeah, you had 5 bullets. I would have reloaded with 5 bullets. It's just unlucky. Like I pushed, right? Again, timing, right? Like your nade, you throw your nade, right? You have until your nade is like basically gone, right? Until you gotta clear this, and then you have to anticipate that they could push behind you. Maybe like if you heard, I don't know if you heard this guy or not. I couldn't really hear him because people were talking. But maybe if you did hear that guy, you play that a little bit differently.
Ooh. He'll probably put his strips on both sides of
Alright, walk. Fucking walk.
Bro,
No
they're
run.
not gonna fucking hear you from this far.
Throw a smoke on A, dude. See how you just peek by yourself?
Joke's over. You're dead.
Remaining.
Oh, good run by your Jen. Alright, that looks like to be the end of it. Alright. So, this is basically your fucking demo review with my criticism attached along with it, alright? And so I'm just going to give a brief summary of basically everything I can remember and what I think you need to focus on the most, right? First one is crosshair placement. I think is the most important. I only brought it up once or twice, I think. But like that's something that needs to be improved upon throughout the entire thing. Keeping it headshot level, being smooth with your crosshair as you're clearing corners, right? Don't pre-aim through the wall, even if it's like a micro, like millimeter, right? That's very important. Know your utility, right? Like know when to throw utility, know when not to throw utility, know where your utility goes, know what your utility clears, right? That's that comes along with game sense and just game in general game knowledge, right? So like I said, like nading and then throwing your boombot, it's fine, but I think a more optimal thing is to boombot, wait to see where your boombot goes, and then nade off of that, right? Throwing your boombot in that one shower round when your omen's coming to you after you got a pick, right? That just gives away that you guys are both there. So again, like that's just knowing maybe I shouldn't throw the boom bot there. When you're running up short A on attack and your teammate dies and you're running with a boom bot out, yeah, maybe you shouldn't boom bot there. You know, it looks like it's a reoccurring thing with you of just overusing your utility when you don't need to, right? Because if there's any time where you don't need to give up information on where you're at, all the better, right? And then third, I would say falls into the same thing as two, but you know, kind of understanding the game, and this just comes with playing the game, which is I called it in Counter-Strike CSIQ, and we'll just call it Val IQ here, which is knowing how to process the information that you give, knowing how to process the information that they give, and how to play off of that, right? And so I think like the biggest example of that would be obviously with the boom bots, running with your nade out and pistol round, obviously not good. I'm trying to think of some other like situations where you have to like, oh yeah, like throwing your nade right away in that 1v1 clutch against the Omen, right? Those are a couple examples of like knowing like you shouldn't do that, right? Giving away your, like you kill that Sofa, right? He knows you're somewhere backside, but you could easily go into tube, right? If you timing him right, like if you jiggle and see he's still in hookah, right, then okay, he kind of knows where you're still at. But like it's very like you can literally just play off a sound, because he has to either TP out, which makes sound, or he has to jump down, which makes sound, right? Or if he's really good, he'll walk and creep, but that's like so risky that if you just jiggle and timing him, like you could easily kill him. But again, that just comes with playing the game and knowing kind of how to play these certain situations, and you only get this by playing the game, right? So again, this is just like a brief summary of what I said. I know I said a lot more throughout the entire thing, that I might have brought up some other different points on how to play situations better, right? And again, and that comes under Valorant IQ, knowing how to play these different situations, right? And knowing what your options are. But anyways, that's the end of this VoD review. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you learned something. If you have any questions, feel free to message me on Reddit, Twitter, Twitch. It's all fucking Maddox, okay? I'm always free. All right? Thanks for watching.